For its organic wheat, Uncle Toby's pays around 25% more than the market price of traditionally grown wheat. Its wheat is grown under strict contract with farmers in Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria. A typical supplier is the Floodplain Organic Grain Group at Balranald in southwest New South Wales. Its wheat is certified Level A Organic by a non-profit organisation called NASA.
Well, NASA is the National Association for Sustainable Agriculture in Australia. It is basically a certification organisation which was formed in 1984 with the idea of going out and certifying organic food processing and organic food production to provide the general public with guarantees that the food they were buying as organic was in fact genuinely organic.
Like Uncle Toby's, NASA believes traditional farming is environmentally destructive and unsustainable.
Well, traditional farming methods tend to rely, in our view, far too much on highly soluble fertilisers, which tend to be applied too often and at too high volumes, such that the soils can only absorb and utilise a certain amount, and the crops can only utilise a certain amount too. The rest of it leaches off into groundwater and causes nutrient excesses which can lead to things like algal blooms.
These algal blooms continue to choke many Australian waterways, killing vast numbers of fish. Australia's organic food production is worth about $40 million a year, which is a very small amount when compared to the overall value of our food industry. But if more farmers adopted organic production, how would their costs compare with traditional methods?
Traditional farming does rely an awful lot on chemical fertilisers, pesticides and herbicides, which, as you probably know, are getting highly expensive in this day and age, so a lot of farmers are actually looking at alternatives to minimise the utilisation of these things. Organic farming tends to involve more input of manpower. It's more labour intensive. There's more tillage, more hand weeding, more attention and care to the land required rather than just a cash outlay. So I guess the two things have to be balanced.